Well. How's it going, Kevin?
It's very productive.
Productive. Well, welcome viewers to episode 1 of the podcast. Today I have a very special guest. His name is Kevin Gardner. Kevin, say hello to everyone.
What's up, man? I'm feeling good today. I feel like it's going to be a great podcast. We're going to talk about some really important topics.
I know, really important topics are going to be talked about.
Yeah.
Discussed today. May you do you mind my asking?
Yeah.
What are you wearing right now?
I am wearing the same thing you saw me in, a graphic tee with some pants, man. It's all casual. I don't go all out, just going to school.
Okay, understandable. Are you comfortable with whatever is said in this episode being uploaded to the internet? Is that alright with you?
Yeah, that's all right with me.
All right, cool.
People should know.
Just have to make sure. Yeah, people gotta know. Well, I decided to dress up a little bit. Look a little fancy today. As you can see, I am in the suit and tie.
Robin.
All right, Kevin. Now that we have established a rapport,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Ask away.
Okay. Do you know how to solve this Rubik's Cube? Because I got it like maybe a year ago for my birthday, and I never solved it. So.
Man, you just gotta. Not really. I'm only played with one in my life. It was very luck based too. I was just flipping around.
Yeah.
It wasn't that skillful. But
Not skillful.
there's some people out there that can do that like real quick.
Just
You
like
just need to find the right
the
person.
top of the head. Yeah, maybe my next guest will know how to do it better. But can you just like tell me which way do you think? Like, should I turn it forward or right or left, or what's your expert opinion?
Left to the bottom corner.
Left bottom corner, like that.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna flip it and do it again. Ooh, so if I do this, I think it'll get me closer. Wait, look, I already got 3 blue and 2 green.
See? Look at that.
Okay, you're a genius.
Just the process.
Trust the process. Well, I have another question for you. Ooh. Do you like Powerade?
Powerade I've been sponsored by Powerade for a while now.
Yeah.
I had the out their product, My favorite is definitely Mountain Berry Blast.
What makes it so good?
Otherwise known as, blueberry.
Oh, yeah, of course. To the layman, the common man. Personally, I gotta say, best Powerade flavor gotta be the yellow one. I know people hate on it, but
Yellow is an underrated flavor.
Tastes like
just by the color, you can't just judge the color off of it,
For real, that's
Some people mistake it for another liquid.
like pee. And yeah, I was saying, but
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you took it there.
Yeah.
I have another question for you, Kevin. Another question.
I gotta ask away.
How did you meet Parker? For those viewers who don't know, Parker is a friend of Kevin's. As far as I can tell, they've been together since birth, and I've been wondering what I should ask Kevin, and that came to mind. So, Kevin, who is Parker? How did you meet him?
Parker is one of my best friends. He's a good guy. He's very sexy. Gotta run. Anyway, I've known him since a good mid 6th to 7th grade.
All right.
Been talking ever since. A very good friendship I had with Parker, and I like to keep that going till senior year maybe.
Till ever. Oh, senior year.
Till ever.
Forever.
But they talk about high school friendships, man. Everybody cuts you off when they get to college.
But it doesn't have to be true. Maybe you all can go to
school. Yeah. You need a good, solid friendship.
You gotta be.
I think that with Parker. Yeah.
You and Parker, you can go far. I think you two. Yeah. You work together. I'm gonna go love name testing percentage. I'm gonna put your two names into a love test website, and I'm going to see I'm gonna see if you two are compatible.
Very, very.
Here, watch this. Why is it being so slow? All right. Here we go. Can you see this all right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go
To the screen right now.
Kevin and Parker. Now this will determine if you two will be together forever. All right. I actually don't know how to use this website. I've never used this before. 84%. Oh, that's a B.
That's a pretty good. Yeah, it's a B plus. That's at least a B.
I think
like around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that's a good. Yeah, I think that's a good percentage for me and for what we bring to the table. You know.
I know you two are very unique. I recall a particular time we went to Roosters, wasn't it? No, it was Chili's. We went to Chili's together, and me, you, and Kevin. Not me and Kevin. Me, you, and Parker, in a larger group, and it was actually us two who did the love test, not you and Parker. How do you think that would make them feel?
I feel like you and me are very compatible as well. That's what I'm saying.
Don't let me pull the
I'm not discluding Parker. I'm not discluding Parker, but you and me have a very deep connection. I think
we do have a deep connection. Can you tell me now? What was the first time you spoke to Cameron?
it has to be last year, first comp.
Last year.
I've known him for I knew of him before then, but we haven't really conversated before of that, you know?
Yeah. Well,
you know,
and then your friendship just blossomed.
You know, we talked a little bit first comp, you know. We've been talking ever since. It's pretty good.
I have bad news about us.
What?
I just put our names into the love tester unbeknownst to you. We only are 53% compatible.
I know. Yeah,
I know.
It's not really a trusted source, you know.
What do you mean?
And I wouldn't trust everything you see on the internet, you know.
That's true actually. I didn't take that into consideration. But yikes! You and Cameron, you're just at 12%. So I think
got something off like gay relationships, you know.
What about it?
I think they got something against another man, liking another man with a friendship bond, you know.
I used 2 different websites in that test, and I gotta say the second website didn't want you to be together with anyone. So, not pointing fingers, but the data speaks for itself.
You really can't. Yeah, you just really can't trust anything you see off the internet. You gotta get a trusted source.
You do have to get a trusted source. People overlook that a lot nowadays. There's a lot of falseness in the media.
Fake news, mm-hmm.
Kevin, I'm gonna do something now. Can you see this all right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Are you familiar with this?
I'm familiar with the website you are currently displaying.
The website. You know this is a drawing application, right?
It's an application. You know what I meant.
Oh no, I'm just spinning verbs. It's nothing personal. I want you to try and guess who I'm gonna draw. All right.
All right.
Now, I want to get a timer. I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds. I gotta draw, and you gotta guess who it is in 60 seconds. I don't even have a person in mind yet. I need to think of someone right now. Someone we both know. Okay, I know.
Think of that.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. I need to draw really quick.
All right.
Wait, no, that's not even right. He goes like. Okay. Any guesses as of right now?
That comes to mind.
What? That comes to mind. need to scroll down.
That it comes to mind right now.
not.
I'm trying to think.
Hold on. What is he? Okay.
Shit.
And then this is on his mouth.
Oh my god! The Max!
That's Max.
Ah! What time was it?
14,
what time was
you
it?
finished with 14 seconds on the clock.
14 seconds.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Max. I was trying to think of who was wrong. Oh, that's too funny. I
Why did Max come to mind for you?
I think the trombone really sold it. He doesn't even know I'm drawing him. I hope this doesn't upset him. Cause
I don't think it would. I think he'd be very admired from this drawing you've done.
I try to give him the little sunglasses that he wears. You remember these ones that he wears inside?
Yeah.
I tried to talk.
You give him a hat, man.
Oh, what hat does he wear again?
I don't know.
For those of you who don't know, Max is a band kid. He plays the trombone. He's the section leader, and me and Kevin, we both talk about him sometimes. He's a topic, but all good things. All good things.
All good things. Nothing terrible.
Nothing heinous. But here he is in the flesh.
Very nice drawing.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm thinking adding a segment like this to every episode, where I draw someone. Yeah, where we both know, not Max every time, of course. But
yeah, obviously.
When we draw someone we both know, I think it could be a fun segment. This is a trial.
There.
I came here with no ideas.
So, I do have a proposition for you.
Let's hear it.
What is your opinion on, honest opinion, alright, on pizza bagels?
Pizza bagels. Like the frozen kind from the store? Or
yeah, obviously.
They're not the worst thing in the world. You could eat them and live for another 60 years, but you wouldn't want to, since you spent your life eating pizza bagels. I think if you're going to go to the point where you buy pizza bagels, you might as well just buy like breakfast corn dogs or waffles or a carton of eggs and just scramble some eggs. I just think pizza bagels got to be one of the lower foods on the tier.
Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling a solid C on them. They're not the worst, but like I wouldn't kill myself if I had to eat them.
Yeah. What food would make you? What food would drive to the edge of suicide? What food would push you that far? If not pizza bagels.
This is a good question.
I know it's a pretty loaded question. Take your time. He's thinking so hard.
I'm like, there's no food I would add. Like, I'm really thinking that there's like a food that would drive me to suicide than rather eating it.
What if you had to eat like grits every meal every day?
Grits? I could do that.
Yeah, but
grits ain't bad.
It would get old.
It would just get so boring though. Well, like, would the meal have to include grits in something else, or just plain old grits?
Plain grits. I'm talking about bowl, spoon. Sometimes that's not.
Could I eat warm. Like? It's like the only thing I eat for the next like 60 years.
Grits. That would do you in.
It's not a bad choice, but like it just gets so boring. Could I like spice it up?
Spice it up, yeah. You need
do a little something different every single day.
Cinnamon in there. Yeah.
Maybe. It's a close. It's a close C to D tier on the scale of would I have to eat it every single day of my life.
All right. What would be S tier? Huh? What's the top food every day?
I'm gonna have to go burrito.
Burrito.
It's so customizable.
It's logical. That's a smart answer. What do you put in your burritos, typically?
Usually, I'd have to go chicken and beef. You know, get both proteins.
Bulk up. You know what I'm saying?
And I had to go crema. You know, instead of sour cream, just crema has more flavor into it.
I never even tried that.
You know, you got to, man. It's 10 times better than sour cream.
It's called Creno?
Crema.
Cremo.
I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that, but you know.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep an eye out for it.
And you know, I have to go. If the beans are good, I'm gonna have to go black beans.
Black beans. Favorite type of beans?
If only. It depends on the meal.
Right. Of course. That's logical.
I just can't pick one, you know. And we'll have to go salsa, just a generous amount, not like a whole lot. You know, you don't want it like watered down.
Yeah, you don't want it to be overpowering, because if you have salsa that's just all in the burrito, you're just having it's just like toothpaste. You put too much toothpaste on your toothbrush, and it's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
It's like I could do it, but it's just like it just like would get on my nerves.
It drags down the experience.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna have to go rice too.
Like rice
just for like
burrito?
the bulkiness, you know.
Ah, of course.
Fried rice, especially.
Fried rice. You like shrimp fried rice?
Yeah, it's a very good meal.
It's crazy.
The burrito,
they actually fry it themselves.
You know. Yeah. The shrimp just. I still don't believe the shrimp can do it.
You don't think so?
They're kind of lying to me.
You're a hater.
Well, I just don't know.
I'm just playing.
Like they don't look to do anything else.
Yeah.
I don't think they could just fry rice.
You don't. That's fair.
Well,
I didn't consider that actually.
You know, the reason I put rice in the burrito just for like everything to smooth out. Rice just like if you have too much overpowering of something, just rice balances it out,
That's
and it's
true.
like easy pick.
It's peace at last. It's like when you hear loud noise all day, and you come home and there's just like no noise. It's like the salsa and the rice. You know what I'm saying?
Then I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go queso instead of shredded cheese.
Queso.
Like any. I'm gonna have the queso.
All right.
It looks like I'm putting too many runny ingredients in, but trust me,
it's gonna be dripping.
The rice and the beef and the chicken will flavor that out if you put enough. Do you
like lime or lemon, like squeezed?
Oh yeah, just a squeeze. I don't want a whole lot, you know, like the whole thing. Maybe like half a squeeze of the lime.
Half a lime squeeze, just to add more runniness.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make two. I'm gonna have to make corn salsa with it too. Just throw it in there.
Oh, corn salsa. It's like I wasn't familiar for a moment, but now I remember what you mean.
Yeah, and then that just balances it all out too. It gives a little crunch, just a little bit.
Corn, gotta be honest, gotta be one of the worst vegetables. I've never been a fan of corn.
By itself, it's such a not a overpowering player, and like it doesn't really stand out, and like you're not really gonna compliment somebody on their corn making, like on the cob or like just shredded.
Yeah.
But like if you put it in something or like you cook it with something, it's a very rare chance I will say it is good. But you just gotta be like a master cook or something.
You gotta be Gordon Ramsay.
You gotta be good to make some corn meal.
You can't just butcher corn.
Not corn meal, just like a corn meal.
Meal out of corn. I gotta say, if I were in a buffet line, and I had the option between burritos, toast biscuits, shrimp, chicken, corn, and salad, I would skip the corn every time. I'm not stopping. I'm not putting any corn on my plate, and I'm not getting a separate salad plate for the corn. I do not think that it was worth eating.
So many vegetables just outplay corn, and it's like corn is a good player in the food rotation, but it just doesn't stand out. It doesn't like make any flashy moves. It doesn't really, you know. But if we're talking about Mexican street corn, that's where it's a real player. If you give me some of that,
that's where it shines.
I will say it is good. It really does.
It's a star player.
You just gotta add it. It's not like it is a star player made the meal, but if you're just giving me corn, I'm not gonna get all excited for it, you know?
It's kind of like I view corn as the Jeremy Lin of vegetables. Are you familiar with Jeremy Lin?
Like you'll hear him, you'll hear him, and you look at his highlights, he's really good. Then like you just look at his stats, he's not flashy or like He's not making up big numbers.
Jeremy Lin
But
he was crazy in like the 2010s
yeah.
at NBA, and then he went on a streak. That's called the Mexican street corn. He was going crazy. You had salsa, you
Yeah.
had sour cream, you had cheese on the corn. He was Linsanity,
Yeah,
and
crazy.
then he lost it all, and it just became regular corn again. It's just in a salad.
Yeah.
No one eats corn in a salad. Stop putting it there.
Yeah, if you're putting corn in your salad, I just don't know what to tell you. There's so many great
Don't
options.
invite me to your barbecue, bro. I'm
like
not coming anymore.
like sunflower seeds, croutons.
Croutons especially. Ranch dressing, like a Caesar.
Even corn.
dressing.
Like anything in a Caesar, like just slams corn. I mean, like you
It's
have to
not
get
even a
really
contest.
frisky when
It's
yeah,
not
if
even
you're
a contest.
just not really. You gotta get really frisky if you want to put corn in your salad. That's me, though.
you got a little
That's my opinion on corn.
Yeah, reaching for ingredients at that point because you've gone out of the main food groups and you're into like the weird side foods like Twizzlers and you're in olive territory. It's just not a good place to be. Quick question. You said you like burritos earlier. I wanted to know your thoughts on spaghetti tacos. What do you think?
Spaghetti tacos. See, it's a fun meal, like, if you have small children. It's like, yeah, spaghetti tacos, it's kind of a weird experience.
Yeah.
But that I've had it before, it is a hit. It is a hit food with people 7 and under. But if you're just going into the higher age demographic, I mean, like, it's not hitting. Like, if you serve me right now spaghetti tacos, I'm looking at you all crazy. Because what do you think I am?
I'm imagining.
I mean, like, come on, it's okay, but it's just like I would not eat it.
I'm imagining you
Like,
come
if
home.
you put a gun to my head and I'm crying to please let me live, and you give me spaghetti tacos, yeah, I'll eat it. All right, I'll eat it.
At the end of the
But
day,
like,
you will. Any other
if
option
to
is
save
better.
my life, yeah, to save my life, I would. But like, if I had free will and you're giving me spaghetti tacos, I'm just not eating.
Get
you
it
know?
out of here, you know. I'm just
Yeah.
imagining you coming home from a long day of school or work, and then you come to the door, and there's just a table, all the plates
Yeah,
are set,
come
and
on.
I got spaghetti tacos.
It's just like,
Come
why? It's so unnecessary.
It's for
Like,
babies.
the taco doesn't do anything.
The taco
Like,
is
it's just like
peripheral.
fun food. It's basically stunt
It's like
food.
Jello. Jello is like spaghetti
Jell-
tacos.
like-
Because like Jello is more fun to look at than to eat. Well, it's kind of fun to eat, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
taste
just like
amazing.
a weird texture, and it's just like it's not really that sweet. Like, it is sweet, but it's not like as sweet as like candy or something. And I guess like it has to not be because it's like kind of Jello, but it's a gelatin treat,
Yeah.
so it should.
So it should be
Like,
tasty. to
If
some
you
degree.
give me Jello, like, I'd take pudding over it every single day.
Of course.
Pudding just like it's sweeter than regular Jello. Then again, they are two different things, but they are in the same
You could
demographic.
compare them in a Venn diagram. No one would stop you.
Yeah, but like it is a weird difference. But I just have to take pudding every single day.
Of course. Pudding. I'm there with you. I think the chocolate pudding with the little vanilla swirls has got to be the best pudding you can just buy right now. I don't know if any professional
Yeah, it is a
restaurants
good
serve
pick.
pudding, but as far as I can tell, the snack pack or whatever it's called, it's got to be way better than on-brand Jello.
Yeah, and just paired with this is a weird little you know, combo I do, but it does taste good. And
Uh-oh.
everybody should try it.
Twinkie wiener sandwich.
Graham crackers? No. Graham crackers with the Jello. I mean, why I say Jello? Pudding.
Graham crackers with pudding.
Just
I've,
like dip it.
I've heard of that with
I
icing
feel
before, like on a cake.
I feel like
but
people just have to try it
you
'cause,
can't
like-
hate on it until you try it. But I do that a lot.
because
so
it's like
maybe you
chocolate.
can.
Especially with the chocolate ones. Yeah, it just does good. I don't know if it's good with the vanilla ones though, but with the chocolate, it
I've
does
never
it.
tried. How do you build your gingerbread houses with chocolate pudding instead of
Gingerbread?
icing?
I'm gonna have to go icing. It's just way stickier
That's true. It's better
and
cement.
just way stiffer, you know.
What type of person are you in making a gingerbread house? Do you make it all decorative, or do you go for function to just make a box and fill it with candy?
See, I'd go functional and decorational, but like
A hybrid,
most
like a Prius.
most effective 2 triangles with just 2 big squares. All right. I like to do. It's a little smaller, but it's easier to decorate, and you can get way more detail, and it's way easier to build.
Walk me through
way
this.
easier.
Walk me through this. 2 triangles.
So front. Then like the roof is on the side. You seen those type of houses?
Like the long ones.
Yeah.
It's like a slant. Is the triangle here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the house, and it just gives it way more like opportunities.
It's like a tent. I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tent, but like you can make it
Decorative,
whatever you want.
Ornate.
Yeah.
I like it. Whenever I was younger, and I was building a gingerbread house for the holidays, I would just make 4 full-length gingerbread cracker walls on a plate, and I'll just fill like M&Ms, and I'll put like Twizzlers in there, and then I'll put like Sour Patch Kids. I just filled the box up with candy.
Sour Patch Kids is under to pick.
By day 3 of the holiday season, I had not eaten all the candy in there, but at that point it had been opened up to the air for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
It was just stale candy, and you had to throw it all away. It was such a waste. So this holiday season, I'm going to stay away from that.
That's why I would recommend everybody. It's a good fun activity if you do eat it at least 5 hours after.
That's
get a
true.
couple pictures of it. Post it on the gram or something.
Right, as you
The
should.
Facebook.
The
if
Twitter.
you're a mom, then you do have to eat it eventually.
You can't just put it off.
But the gingerbread walls and stuff, I don't know if I would divine into that, but I would eat the decorations.
You eat the walls last, right?
Yeah.
You eat all the decorations on top first, the peppermints.
Yeah, it's a little tough experience trying to get through the walls, but yeah. With the icing, it does help.
You know what I'm saying?
They're a little tough, if you have a regular gingerbread cookie and regular one, but it's just the walls are just tougher. I think used to make it, more sturdy, but
I think our family tried making them out of gingerbread one year, and we didn't like it as much. And then we tried making them out of a chocolate template, but that wasn't as fun because it was you pour hot melted chocolate inside of a plastic mold and just let it harden, and it was already done for you. You just have to stick it together, and it wasn't very personal. Everyone's house looked the same. All I'm saying is, I ate it all the way though because it was chocolate. So you really can't win. You can't win everything.
The chocolate one instead of the gingerbread does sound better. It sounds eatable.
It does sound eatable.
You would enjoy eating it for chocolate instead of
instead of out of necessity, because otherwise
that
you're
is
gonna
a
be
good
stuck with some stale gumdrops, and those are not fun to eat.
So you're away from the gumdrops because gumdrops aren't good. Dots.
You don't like dots?
Love them.
Wait. You don't like dots?
They're just not a star player ever. Even at Halloween, they just get outclassed by every single other candy.
That's true.
They top a couple, you see, but they just get outclassed by every single candy.
What are your thoughts on Almond Joys then? Do you like Almond Joys?
See, here's the thing. I don't know why people hate on them. I don't like coconut. Okay. I've seen so many people say they don't like coconut. What is wrong with coconut? It's just the shavings. It's a sweet. I don't know how to explain the coconut, but the chocolate does bring it together.
Right.
The coconut isn't bad.
Sure.
The only thing I would say, the mounds don't have the almond, but they do. It is dark chocolate. I'm just not a fan of dark chocolate at some points.
You don't like it? That's just fair.
It's kind of just bitter. It's what moms would eat when they're socializing.
Moms pass around little dark chocolate squares.
But if you're getting,
I know what you're saying.
But if you're getting sweet dark chocolate, because I've had it before, it is better than milk.
Of course. Oh, sweet.
The milk just slams.
You don't like milk?
I flip.
Milk chocolate.
Milk is good.
That's the
milk chocolate is good.
Gotta be the best one.
It just does slam dark chocolate most of the time because you don't really see sweet dark chocolate.
That's true. It's often
at
overlooked
most.
in the culinary
It's
scene.
often bitter, and it's very hard to find sometimes.
What are your thoughts?
You just gotta know what you're looking for.
What are your thoughts on Nerds ropes?
Nerds ropes, underrated candy. Everybody has to try one at least.
I don't know. I've never been a fan of those necklace candies because you eat them And
They're
like
just
they look bad when they're on their neck. They're like brightly colored and they look
yeah.
shiny. And then you eat them and you're missing pieces of your necklace. And then you finish the whole candy and you're just left with a string. I'm not gonna
I
wear a
would eat it
string as a
just like
necklace.
just candy.
Right? You're not
If
gonna
they
wear
just
it.
took the candy and like just ditched a string in the necklace aesthetic or whatever they're trying to go for, just the candy, I would eat that. That's a
You
good
buy that.
candy.
I might have
Yeah,
to.
it isn't underrated.
I might have to start that up as a company, like a business. Just sell the nerds rope without the rope.
Sweet tarts, closest thing you can do.
I forgot what sweet tarts are. Wait, are they those little like red and blue candies?
Yeah, they're like the little circles.
Oh yeah, yeah. They always remind me of like little ibuprofens.
Like what type of candy is that anyway?
I think
Cause
it's a hard
it's like
candy.
this like sectional of hard candy, but it doesn't have like that hard candy like look
And it
nor
doesn't
taste.
taste. Yeah, I think
Like
Jolly
it would
Ranchers
like
gotta
that
be the
was
best
all.
hard candy.
That is the hard candy I think of, but like sweet tarts in a whole like other tier
It's like
or
crumbly,
like
isn't it?
section. Like I would put nerds in that section too. Like it's hard candy, but I don't know if it's hard candy.
Like it could be wet if you put
It's
it
a
underwater.
very
But if
yeah,
you
it's a
put it,
very what's it called? It's a very weird tier of candy, section of
it's
candy.
irregular.
I just don't know what it is, but it is good. I like that section of candy.
You like it? I gotta say
Yeah.
personally, I'm not a fan of nerds, of almond joys, of
Nerds?
spaghetti tacos. No, nerds. Come on, they're
Nerds are alright. They're just like not
get-
enjoyable sometimes. The ropes, good. Just nerds by themselves in the box.
all the
It's just
fruity
not a
candies.
it's a
they
standout
get
player, but
outshined
it's just
by
it's
chocolate.
kind of overrated.
All of
Yeah,
the
the
fruity
chocolate-
candies, like Twix, a good Crunch Bar, a good Kit Kat, Reese's.
Yeah,
If I get a
Twix,
Kit Kat and
very
Halloween,
underplayer.
Twix gotta be one of my favorite candies.
Twix is a very underrated player in the chocolate community because it's just like it gets so overlooked with like Snickers and its competition like Kit Kat, anything else, and it's
Payday,
like people just
Almond
forget
Joy.
about Twix. Is there, you know? Yeah,
I know what
Almond
you're
Joy.
saying. Twix.
Yeah,
Didn't they try to sell like some marketing thing? It was they had like
Left or
Twix
right.
left or right. I still never understood
they were
that
the same
because
thing.
you could just
They were the
flip,
same thing.
you could
yeah.
flip it upside down and you had the left or the right, just depending if you ate it upside down.
Yeah.
You
That
remember-
marketing campaign, I feel like.
L.
Yeah.
Bad marketing campaign. Do you remember Mike and Ike's?
Yeah, I saw them all the time. I don't see them too much. I feel like they're going pretty stale and extinct, and people
innovate.
just aren't. Mike and Ike's are alright though.
I remember
Some
when,
flavors in the box should just get its own box though.
like what?
Maybe like the banana flavor, the cherry.
There was a banana flavor. I only ever had it a few
Yeah,
times.
there was a banana.
I remember
Yeah, same.
that a while ago, maybe a couple years ago, they tried to have some like marketing thing where they split up Mike and Ike, and you could just buy Mike's in a box, and you could just buy Ike's in a box, but you couldn't buy Mike and Ike's. You had to buy them separately. I still never understood that. Mike.
I feel like it's the same thing with well, I kind of understand that, but like I was trying to compare it to Twix, but like I feel like that was a whole different thing. It is a good. I don't know what the difference between a Mike and an Ike is, but I feel like Ike and Mike have like different flavors, I guess.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Bing results right now, and it says in 2012, the candy legends Mike and Ike decided to go their separate ways. Mike left to pursue his love of music, and Ike left to pursue his love of art. So I don't know
What?
that Mike and Ike were two different
That's
people. I thought it
lore?
was just like yeah, they have lore for this candy. Wait,
No way.
Mike and Ike's are in fact vegan. Many other candy varieties use gelatin. What does that
I
mean?
feel like that's why they're kind of like a alright player.
Yeah, they
Because
just
they're
look
vegan and stuff.
they just look unappetizing. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I gotta send you this image, but like looking at the results, it looks just like gum, but it's gone stale, and it's like the bad gum that your aunt would give you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are just my thoughts.
It just doesn't. I'm not rocking with it. It's such just an all right candy. It doesn't stay. It hasn't stand out ever.
Never been
Like,
relevant.
I've never seen like a Mike and Ike just like blast of like. I just can't.
You've never seen a box
Yeah.
of Mike and Ike just sitting around. It's always
Like,
like
I
something
wouldn't.
else.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's always a
wouldn't
Reese's
like.
Pieces
I've
on
never
the floor.
seen me or another person just like go, "Oh, let me get those box of Mike and Ike's." No, they go for like Skittles, Sour Patch Kids,
M&M's,
M&Ms, like
anything.
any other box candy. Like you're not even at the one. You know those $1 box candies of like Walmart.
Yeah.
They have like a big. Is like no like all I see. I think I saw Mike and Ike in there once, but it's not. They weren't selling well.
It's not good.
You know.
Um,
M&M's, even what's it called? Snow. What's those little chocolates covered in like white beads?
Chocolates covered in white beads. I can't say.
Box, I forgot.
Box like Valentine's
Me either.
chocolates. I'm trying
No,
to
it's
think
like
about-
in like just a regular rectangular box, and there's like you've seen it before.
what are those candies? It's like it's not Three Musketeers. It's the little like dark. It's the chocolate circle things that they come in a box and they're really small and they really taste like they're mint.
Valentine candies?
No, it's like
Oh no.
I would equate them to like Three Musketeers, but they're not them. They're like it's like a white box and it looks kind of old timey. I forgot what it was. I had a box of them up on my dresser. It's like I think it has an O in the name. What is it called? Mint chocolate round candy. What is that called? It's I keep thinking Almond Joys. It's not even Almond Joys. What is that called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Can't recall, man. I'm trying to think.
I know, we're both stumped. There's gotta be a Mandela effect taking place, bruh.
But like
That's not you.
during the Halloween season, I do see a surge of. I actually seen a surge of Skittles recently in the holiday season.
Really?
A very flashy and good player in the candy.
You said you saw Sergio. What? Sorry, I'm still thinking about this.
Skittles.
Skittles.
Last year, everybody was getting Skittles.
Everyone was getting Skittles. Some iced tea. I think personally, M&Ms have always been better than Skittles. Cause they're chocolate. Like you can't beat chocolate.
You get a couple in your mouth, yeah. But like Skittles, just like had the diversity with the flavor.
Yeah.
But that can be a hit or miss.
Junior Mints. It's a Junior Mints.
Hold up, show me.
Look.
Show me. I think that's the same thing I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm literally thinking about these things. I couldn't remember them.
It's in a picture right now.
Junior Mints. Yeah, I put it in our chat.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, Junior Mints were so good. And it looks old, doesn't it? It looks like it'd be from like forever ago. Wow.
Man. God. Wrong button. Anyway.
Junior Mints. They're so overlooked. I forgot the name of Junior Mints altogether, and I still knew they were so tasty.
Very underrated player. People just don't know about them. You know, they don't have really good marketing campaigns.
I know.
Never seen them on. They're just
Now,
there.
no TV. I'm gonna see if there's any Junior Mints
Same with
commercials.
Arizona. It's such a popular player. No marketing whatsoever, though.
Whoa, you wanna watch a Junior Mint commercial from 1985?
Fair.
Alright, let's do it. I haven't seen this yet. So I don't know. This could be anything, but we're about to check this out.
Never seen a junior match.
Commercial. Can you hear this all right?
Alright.
It's such a poor quality. Can you imagine seeing this live on TV in 1985?
In the 80s, it's just like.
It's like what? Real chocolate covered.
I just don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, even the commercial is bad. That wasn't even.
Yeah,
a good
and they just
commercial.
haven't aired since.
I know they just. All the results from like commercials from 1985, 1980. There was no
Oh,
2022 commercial. They fell off, and they're made by Nabisco, which is not even like struggling as a company. So I think
kind of like
they could invest
a
some marketing money into Junior Mints. Put out a fire
what's
commercial.
that? I locked it, man. So I locked it. What? Locked it. That was fancy. Okay.
How's it
That
going,
was
Kevin?
the Just trying to lighten everything. And we cut that part out, man.
I know. No, what'd you say?
Alright, you know, junior mints, I just
Bro, you all right? I turned down I
slight,
turned down the stream so they couldn't hear.
slight inconvenience. You know, I feel like junior mints just not doesn't have that good of marketing. That's what
Right.
kind of why they fell off. Just like Babe Ruth.
Like Big Birth?
Like it was sort of Babe Ruth in the
Oh,
WoW.
Babe Ruth. I know what you mean.
Babe Ruth, yeah. I
Right.
mean, all these like all these candy from like 1940 and like
40.
1930 or anything.
Oh,
Just like
yeah, they're all
and
over this.
those like alive. I mean, like, like they're already it's not before their time right now,
I know. It's like
and the marketing's just terrible.
Babe Ruth has been dead for like a long time, hasn't he? And there's still a
Yeah,
candy about him. When did he die? Let me
the
look.
candy ain't even alright
He,
too. Like
Babe
they're
Ruth
just alright. These candies.
Babe Ruth died in 1948. What on
Yeah,
earth? No way that it was, no, he died in 1948.
I don't have a sharp dudes. I
Kevin,
don't have a sharp.
Kevin, I can let you go if you need
That's
to.
what I told you. Phone fell and everything. Nah, they just don't respect the
They
personal
don't
space,
respect the
man. You know?
boundaries. I know it's wild what they're doing out here. I'm sorry, Kevin,
Yeah, man.
but let me know if you need to
It's
go
all.
anytime. I'm just
I'm alright, man. They just keep on coming in.
It's wild what they're
So,
doing.
yeah. So I just like these candies from 1930 and everything. They're
Hmm.
just not like holding up for their time.
I know they need to innovate lest they go extinct, and I
They
think the
like
stock prices
go
are showing that.
like M&Ms. The reason they stayed for a long time. When were M&Ms made? So
Let me look. When were
and
they were made
Coca-Cola too.
forever
Just
ago? Coca-Cola was made
like
like
companies.
1800s. M&Ms were made in 1941. I think
1941,
they stuck
M&Ms were made.
around. They stuck around
Coca-Cola, like at least
in 1890s
1890.
something. Yeah, we both know.
Like, dude, they innovate, they profit, they change their logo, they
They
make
changed the recipe.
commercials. They
Coca-Cola was
change, yeah, even changing the
1886.
recipe.
You remember?
I mean,
You
like,
wouldn't remember
dude,
Coke. You ever hear about New Coke?
new Coke,
Yeah.
not really.
In I think it was 1985. I wasn't there for this, so this is all secondhand accounts. But in 1985, Coke was worried that Pepsi was catching up to them in the market share, since for the past 100 years they had been the dominant soda seller manufacturer in America. So Pepsi Company challenged them, and people started switching over to Pepsi because they viewed Coke as their grandparents' drink. They're like, oh, my grandpa drinks Coke, but all the young people, we drink Pepsi. This is the people's drink. And so Coke got nervous. They decided to innovate, and for 3 months in 1985, Coca-Cola got rid of Coca-Cola as you know it, and they replaced it with this new type of soda. They called it New Coke, and you couldn't buy any of the old Coke. You just had to suck it up and drink the new one. Everyone hated it. This one guy in Seattle, he started a protest club, and him and his followers, they would go onto the street and just dump these bottles and these cans of New Coke into the sewers, storm drains. Everyone hated the drink. So I think that innovation to a certain degree can be bad for a company if you do not have the pre-existing confirmation that it is wanted and offer the old product at the same time. But they brought back old Coke, and we still have old Coke. So that was a little story.
That's why you just gotta have a variation like cherry Coke, Diet Coke
is a staple. Cherry Coke is better
just
than normal Coke.
Variations, don't take away the original,
That's what they did.
You don't know how many people like the original, how many people don't. Just throw in the numbers. What? Yeah?
We gotta turn up the jazz.
Can't stop me, man. It's just
I turned it down, so
dude.
that's very but where were we? I could let you go if you need to, bro. You got chores to do, you got something going on.
I don't really got anything going on. I just I just keep on coming, man.
It's wild. It's wild.
Wow. So I've done this in the bathroom,
The bathroom. What about it?
Should have streamed in the bathroom, man. So, still, innovation to a degree is good, but you just need to keep the original product.
Exactly, and they did not realize that, and they suffered. But Cherry Coke has got to be better than original Coke. You know what I'm saying?
Cherry Pepsi.
Oh yeah. I meant
does
Cherry Pepsi.
Outclass Cherry Coke, in my opinion.
I think it's even Black Cherry Coke, isn't it? I think it's Black Cherry Coke, but Cherry Pepsi. I could be wrong about that. Let me look. Keep Black Cherry Vanilla. What on earth? I love I love sodas that are from the dollar store, Big Red and Dr. Pibb, and it's a whole world of bootleg sodas.
Alright, I did this food review a couple months ago. We went to the Dollar Tree and we got frozen food from there. Went back home, heated up. We got a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner.
Yeah.
So the breakfast did not lack. It was not disappointing, but it wasn't crazy. Lunch was very disappointing, to be honest.
I'm so sorry.
I did get a corn dog.
I'm laughing right over what you're saying because I just found out there's a soda called Mr. Pig. It's just
silly.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Some silly sodas.
That was all these are Dr. Pepper knockoffs.
Dude, the Dr. Pepper knockoffs have to be the Dr. I don't even know, man.
There's a soda, and it's just a knockoff of Sprite, and it's called Right. Couldn't even make this up. Oh, that's too funny. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. This is just one of my favorite things to see is this bootleg sodas.
Right.
You gotta be next level struggling to go to the dollar store and buy a 6-pack of Right or Dr. Pibb.
Oh my god. But people just need to come up with their own thing and like their own recipe.
I
I don't
know.
know it is hard to like show, but like that's why Arizona estates for so long. I mean, like the
Arizona tea.
taste and like it's everywhere. It's cheap. It's just like a quick drink. It's
Of
not like
course.
overpriced or anything. They haven't even had a commercial in
Not
over
one.
like 80 years.
Really? For Arizona tea?
Yeah, Arizona tea.
I got you. Wow.
That's
What
why
was
it's
I
such a.
thinking of?
I don't know what they're doing right, but they have never aired a commercial or anything, and it's just been staying alive.
I'm trying to be a CEO of Arizona tea because I feel like you go to work and you just, I don't know, twiddle your thumbs all day. What do you do as a CEO of Microsoft? Because everything's already done. Like all the work has been done.
Kinda like unless you're like making a new update, that's it.
For real, like you just get to go home and like walk in work. Get like, how much is that? How much does a manager at CEO?
Like imagine making like a story player video game.
Story player.
Like literally, like your whole thing is just like making story player video games, and like boom, it's done. You don't have to
Like
work
a-
for like a
like
couple
Rockstar?
months or
Like
like
Rockstar?
something. Yeah, I mean no, not Rockstar. They have an online mode. I'm just saying
Oh,
story
you're right.
player, just entirely based.
Oh, like It
No
Takes Two.
like sometimes DLC, but like most of the time no. I mean like, what do you do? You're done with the game and like wait a couple like a year, then you have to make another game. I mean like
And you get to drop it.
maybe you fix a couple bugs here and there,
Maybe if you're feeling good
and
that
it's
day.
just like
I don't know. The state of games nowadays, I think so many of them are being rushed to meet deadlines that they're just
fail.
fizzling out before they could even reach all the potential.
It's
Like,
really
you know
all
what I'm saying?
a money grab, really.
It is, bro. They're too greedy nowadays, and they are trying to open that early access beta hype, but then they just like make a bad game. I think an exception to that rule lately has been multiverses, cause like it's an open beta, it's a free game, and it's still fun, which is rare to see
Yeah.
nowadays. I'm just grateful for what they're doing over at Epic Games, I guess is made by Multiverses, right? Warner Bros. Games.
Like one player stand or something. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I think about
Oh.
games sometimes. I'm a little nerdy.
Yeah.
What can I say? But
I mean, that new Spider-Man game coming out next year does seem promising.
is
Plus
it
the
Miles
Wolverine.
Morales?
Nah, the two, number two.
Really?
They got both of them in there.
I
Yeah.
played Spider-Man on the PS4, but I never played the Miles
Yeah.
Morales Spider-Man on PS5 because I don't got one. But I like the PS4 Spider-Man, and I'd be excited to see more of that universe. So I'm glad that they're coming out with another one.
It's time.
What do you think I should call this podcast? I don't have a name for it yet.
Podcast for
Jimothy podcast. No one at school knows my Jimothy alter ego. That's like a thing, like just online. So I think
online.
it'd be like no one would understand it. But I could do the Jimothy podcast. That's a nice ring to it. But no, I put out the Instagram story asking who wanted to be on the podcast. And I haven't even made a single episode yet. I just did that to see if anyone would listen to a podcast I made.
How many response?
I must have got like a dozen or like more. So I got some episodes lined up.
Select few you're thinking of?
What?
Yes, a select few you're thinking of for the next couple episodes?
There's no particular order. I just
Yeah,
I'll just see who's ready. Whoever
feel
is
like
ready.
it's easier because you can write a script for each person and what they think you're gonna talk about.
My mom was saying that. She was telling me that whenever you go into a podcast, usually you let the guests know what you're generally gonna talk about. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to write a script. This is for fun.
I'm like, come on.
I came up with all these topics off the top of my head, and I've just been talking for like 50 minutes with you. So I think I've been doing alright for episode 1.
Yeah.
I
mean, like,
Timothy podcast.
That's how you do. That's just the fun of it. You just speak it off the top of your head with a person. Also speaking off the top of their head,
Having a natural conversation. I feel like a lot
more
of
of a
those
conversation.
do not happen nowadays with all the internet and everything. Everyone's always on their phones. So
You know, a good
it's rare.
podcast is like just in generally having a good conversation. You may have a genuine topic, but like most things you're speaking of is on top of your head. You know,
Of
off the
course,
top of
but
your head.
it's always the funniest moments in a podcast when they're just
Yeah.
spitballing ideas and they're not trying to cover any specific topic, or they're just being funny.
They may, or it's just like they're just speaking off the top of their head. You know.
I know what you're saying, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that Jimothy Podcast is a pretty good name. I might have to go with that one. But personally, I don't know about you. Unless you have anything else to add, I'm thinking that was a pretty good episode 1.
Well, I like talking to you, man, and I feel like we could do more of this. Or
I'll have you back on the show.
I am excited to see a couple of your new episodes. Whoever you're gonna interview next.
I've got some projects in the works. I know everyone says that, but I got a show coming. I got another song. I'm being for real. I got like an animation in the vault. Working on that. And then I got.
You got any intro?
What?
You got an intro?
I have the intro sequence, but I kind of want to drop it all at once because if I show a little bit of it, then like everyone's already gonna be bored when it comes out because I know what it's about. But it's out there on the internet. I've sent it to my girlfriend before, extensively.
Slowing, you know.
I know. I just want to drop it all at once, so no spoilers. But maybe in the next few months you'll see it out. But I have a song in the works with my sister. It's nothing crazy, but I don't know. I've been more creative lately, and this was another avenue of that. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
It has. It's been a pleasure talking to you, man.
Of course,
these serious topics, the people need to hear.
They do, bro. What the people need to know. I'm like J. Jonah Jameson talking about Spider-Man up here. Spider-Man has ruined the city.
That was such a good impression, man.
Thank you.
You need to go into voice acting.
Voice acting. I could be funny as a voice actor. We can go together, because we do have a 57% on the romance test, so we could be like lovers on a. What am I saying? we could voice act as a married couple.
You're like a gay couple.
Exactly.
Like a video game or something.
That would be hype.
That would.
New Mario game. They got Luigi and Wario, and that's us.
Luigi and Wario. Such an odd couple.
I'm a number one. And then you gonna be like, oh yeah. Or, I don't know. Anyway, I just started speaking. I don't know. I think I'm going to upload this now. And good. I'll see you later, Kevin. Man. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Definitely send me after you're done.
I'll send you a link. Yeah, it shouldn't take long to edit. Okay, bye bye. See you later.
Alright, look.
Well, yeah. Thanks for watching the podcast.